No, we just wait to make sure that that has kicked in fully all the channels. I am going to cook some pasta and prepare a sauce. This meal is going to be completely from cupboard items. Put that, yeah. Completely from cupboard items. Tins, dried fusilli pasta, a few spices and herbs. Very basic meal. It's going to be about 12 minutes. I know it's going to be about 12 minutes because I've boiled the water and I'm just going to put some, I'm going to try some whole wheat pasta and see how I try. Alright, let's see if we can actually open it. There we go. There. So this is going to be for 2 meals. So that doesn't need to be on there. Pasta in. When you're doing this kind of pasta, all you need to do is stir it once or twice, make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. That's it. I'm going to set a timer on that. I don't usually do timers, just so I know how long I've got. Usually about 12 minutes. So I'm going to set this to 11 minutes. Why? Don't ask me why. Now we're going to start the sauce. On. I'm going to put in the chickpeas. You don't have to use chickpeas, you can use beans, mushrooms, anything you've got in. Use lentils. In there. To the side. And then the chopped tomatoes. Really cheap meal as well. And tomato soup, a basic tomato soup. I'm not going to add salt to this meal because the tomato soup has salt in it. So that's the basic of the sauce. This is what we've got here. Turn that around. Let it heat up. So I've just added chickpeas, chopped tomatoes, and a tin of tuna chunks. Let that all mix in together. Then I'll start adding the spices in that to it. It'll take about a few minutes. Might add some chilli, I'm not sure. Chilli goes quite nice with pasta. But then again, I've got some paprika. That's a nice thing to have. So add, this is a very simple meal. Let's add in some pepper. Once again, I don't tell people exact amounts because everybody's taste buds is different. Trial and error is the best way to find out when you're cooking. Test, add a little bit of something to the meal, see whether you like it. If you don't. If you do, add some, these are just basic Italian herbs, oregano and all those kind of things. Put those in. Mix it all in. I am definitely of the school of taste it and see. Find out what it tastes like. So we've got chickpeas, chopped tomatoes, tinned tomatoes, and a basic tomato soup with some tuna. Could just as easily add ham, chicken, minced beef, or corn if you wanted to go vegetarian. Add some garlic, chopped garlic, because I don't have any fresh in at the moment. I need to buy in some bits and pieces. So let's put some garlic in. I do like garlic. That's a lot of garlic. That's a lot of garlic. Oh, I can smell that. I don't mind. There we are. That's a nice looking sauce. Do this a bit. The pasta's doing so. I've got some pasta doing there, some fusilli. Whole wheat fusilli I'm trying this time, just to see what it tastes like. Might go back to normal. See whether my body can handle whole wheat. The last thing I add will be paprika. I love the taste of paprika. A lot of meals. One of my favourite spices. I'm a bit stuck at the bottom of some of it. Probably need to start a new one. There, that's better. Now, because all this was tin stuff, it doesn't need to cook per se. Every part of it is already cooked, so take it down and let it simmer. Do this with mackerel as well. Mackerel go very well with it. It's took me now 6 minutes, this meal, with an added couple of minutes beforehand to preheat the water. That's the only preparation I did, and I undid the cans. Now I'm going to get a spoon and test to see whether I need to add anything else. Try it. Make sure I don't burn my lips or my tongue. Should I add some? Just check a little bit more again. I think I'm going to add a little bit chili. Don't have to. Actually, no. And chili. Still okay. I'm not trying to turn this into a. I just want to give it a tiny bit of it. Good. That's enough. I don't want to overdo it. This will just sit here 5 more minutes for the pasta. Not until. This is a really healthy meal, this one is. I like to use something like a tomato soup as a base, because the basic tomato soup is just got a few ingredients, but it does taste nice. Base. You don't have to. You can do the just with the chopped tomatoes. If I had lots of different, if I had fresh tomatoes in it, I would have done it differently. I would have fried up some tomatoes, fried up some onions, or picking some fresh ingredients in the fridge. So I've got some green peppers in it. That would have been nice. This is nice. Want to taste that again? Now that I put that in and see if I've made a mistake. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is happy. I'm happy with that. Smells gorgeous. The smell of the garlic and the A little bit of kick in there as well. And the herbs. And I'll have some of this for my lunch. The rest will be put in the fridge for later. If I had some cheese in, I'd add some cheese to it as well. 2 minutes until it's close to being done. Pasta. I'm going to turn this off now, it doesn't need to be on. I think that my favourite two implements for the kitchen is this spatula that I bought and my iron pan here, iron frying pan. Because I can cook something on here, if I'm doing meatballs or not, I can prepare it on here and then just put it in the oven. No problem. I can cook on anything with this. That is a nice sauce. And like I said, 12 minutes. The stream is just coming up to 12 minutes. 1 more minute. And I think the pasta's done. I'm just going to drain that out over the sink. If I was doing a different type of meal later, I'd use the pasta water, keep it in starter stock with it, but I'm not going to be making anything else today. Actually turn it all off now. Take this over to and just drain out. Drain for a little bit. So, what did I do? Started off with chopped tomatoes, chickpeas, and tin of tuna. And a tin of tomato sauce. I mean, tomato soup sauce. Added in some Italian herbs, pepper, garlic, and paprika. Good to go with the tuna. And just heated it up while the pasta was 12 minutes from start to finish. Add another 2 minutes on top for preheating the water for the pasta. That's it. That's a meal for family. Easily done in 12 minutes. When people say that they don't have time to cook themselves, this kind of meal is very easy, and it's all in the fridge. I mean, not in the fridge, in the food. What am I talking about? Rewind my voice. It's all in the cupboard. All tins that you can just keep in. I know why my brain's thinking about the fridge. Or I'm going to do something with some frozen chicken I've got. I don't know what. Might make a full meal of potatoes. That's for tomorrow. This will be gorgeous. I'm going to have something now, and the rest will be saved for later. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll leave that out for now. So I will stop the stream now if no one's got any questions. This is Jason for the Clever channel. We'll give you about 30 seconds because the chat relay sometimes takes time. So if anybody wants to ask anything, they can. Also, if anybody watching this later has any ideas for a meal I can do, if it's a meal from a country other than the UK, then you'll need to give me a recipe for it or a good name for the canal, go look it up. So I'm happy to try making stuff from different countries. It's fun. Try different things. But for now, I am going to end this. That is, the pasta sauce is ready. It's gorgeous. The pasta's draining on the sink side. In fact, I'll just put it out. I'll put the stuff out. I'd like to finish it by actually putting some stuff out. This is what I'm going to eat for my lunch, so let's get some of these. Put the pasta in the bowl. Well, pasta is simple. Whole wheat pasta I put in this time. There we are. That is my meal for now. I'll be back on SL or on a game streaming in the other room in about 30 minutes after I've eaten and tidied up a little bit, because that's one thing, when you cook you always make a mess, or I do. So bye bye for now. If anybody wants to suggest anything I can make, feel free. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it inspires someone to go and cook some food. Bye bye for now.